Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday afternoon. Let's see. Uh, let's do some martial arts as an exercise. Let's do some punching, right? Because I'm kind of low energy right now because I haven't had any breakfast. Been doing some carpentry in the morning, so okay. So some light punch, right? Wow, that should be good. Let's take 5 minutes, please. Woo. Okay. Okay. Hooah. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. My blood sugar level must be really low now because I haven't really eat uh breakfast and I've been working the carpentry. After it's done, I'll show you, okay? Because it's too big. It's 6 feet long and 4 feet high. So I'm 5'10", so lengthwise is taller than me, okay? So lengthwise. Whew. Let me get some sugar from red wine. Ah, I don't need this. Okay, let's get some sugar. Ah. Dry red wine, that's my breakfast. Okay. Cheers, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. Cheers to our mothers. Ah, that's good. Sugar. Good stuff. Yeah. So happy Sunday afternoon. And the last night I woke up at 3 o'clock and I did some carpentry. Basically connecting the straps and to the wooden frame, right? Yeah. And the insulator, the pipe insulator has a padding, and that part is done. Yeah, big part is done already. Next step would be I had this cap nut to the blunt end cap nut so that the bolt edge would not hit my clothings, right? I purchased that this morning. Okay. Uh, I mean, so 3 o'clock in the morning, I did some carpentry job, and then I went to bed, woke up. What time did I wake up? 9 o'clock, I guess, and then drove to the hardware shop and bought some more materials, and then came back and realized I'm very hungry. Yeah. Well, let me start again. So 3 o'clock I woke up and did some carpentry. Then I went to bed. 9 o'clock I woke up and did some more carpentry job, and then drove to hardware store, bought some more materials, and then came back. Right? Yeah. Then I realized I cannot continue work on carpentry now. Maybe this evening after I take a long nap because I'm just too low energy. Okay. Right now I'm feeling a little bit lightheaded because probably my blood sugar level is very, very low, too low. But I've been working and I didn't eat any breakfast. Okay. Because I practice fasting during the weekends. So, but I drink alcohol. So last night I did eat. Okay. Yeah, I did. I think during the weekends I eat like once or twice a day. No problem. By the way, the tinnitus, the ear ringing is gone. Okay. I think the cause of that might have been cheese because I ate cheese like previous couple of days before, a lot of them for a couple of days. I think that was the cause because I stopped eating cheese. And I reduced diet of fish. I still eat fish, but less so. Okay, so tinnitus gone because fish is not only there's too much iodine there, but also there are mercury. Mercury can poison you, right? Mercury poisoning. So yeah, fish consumption probably restrict restricting fish consumption probably is better idea. Okay. Yeah. Whew. So I was dizzy because I was hungry. Now I'm dizzy because I'm drunk. Okay. So in that Google, I mean the Facebook Live Zoom meeting, uh, I think I cracked some jokes. Okay, so basically, I was criticizing Jesus. I love Jesus, but I criticized Jesus and pessimism. All right, so I was like, there goes my Christian votes. There goes my Christian votes. Okay, losing all the Christian votes. But it was more academic inquiry, more philosophical critic of Jesus. But I love Jesus, huge fan. But I do have my criticism on Jesus. Okay, so I appreciate atheists. Okay? Yeah. I think they give very good checks and balances on religious religions in general. Good criticism from atheists. Atheists. Okay. Some atheists I read criticized Mrs. Commissioner because her religion I respect, Pentecostalism I do respect, but sometimes she sounds crazy. Okay. So and some atheists made some criticism on Commissioner, Mrs. Commissioner. Okay. So, and I happen to agree with that. Okay. Sometimes she sounds just crazy. Yeah. Yeah. How about me? Do I sound crazy? Most likely more so than she. By far more than she. Okay. I'm sure I'm a lot. I sound a lot crazier than she does. Also, I think it was last night, wasn't it? I made some jokes about dogs eating, dog eating. Uh, as a Korean American, I have eaten dogs. Why? Out of curiosity, I guess. And also, dog, there's some Korean traditional, it's kind of like Chinese medicine, but it's a Korean medicine. It's called kesoju. That's not dog meat. Actually, it's liquid, but it's made with dog meat. Okay. And that's traditional Korean medicine. Okay. Uh, when I was a teenager, yeah, I got ill. So I took that as medicine. Maybe superstitious, whatever. Okay. But there was one time and two other times I've eaten dog three times. Okay, two other times yeah dog meat. Uh, I guess out of curiosity, it's kind of naughty thing. It's not mainstream at all. It's kind of pranks. Okay, dog eating in Korea, China. I don't know about Japan. Okay, but dog eating in Korea, China, that's out of like jokes, pranks, something naughty. It's non-mainstream. Okay, even if it's very difficult to find restaurants that serve dogs in South Korea. Why? Because there are not that many. It's kind of secretive a little bit. Okay, it's not mainstream. Okay, 99% of Koreans have never eaten dogs. Why? Because it's non-mainstream. It's kind of occult a little bit. Okay, that's dog eating in Asia. It's not mainstream at all. Okay, so but Americans are appalled by this dog eating culture, but it's subculture, counterculture kind of in Asia. Okay, I have eaten dogs. Okay, and but I did not like the taste. But even if I like the taste, would I eat it again? I don't think so. Why? Because I'm a politician. But realistically, I'm not gonna eat dogs anymore because I did not like the taste. Is that the real reason why I'm not gonna eat dogs? Half of that, perhaps more than half. Okay, the other half, I'm a politician, so at least politician wannabe. So I'm not gonna eat it. Because Americans, they love dogs, right? It's cultural relativism. Okay, in India, they do not eat beef. In Arab countries, they do not eat pork. Kosher Jews, they don't eat pork either. Okay, so it's cultural relativism. Okay, and also vegans, they don't eat dairy product. They don't eat meat. Vegetarians, they may eat dairy products, but they don't eat meat. It's cultural relativism. Okay, yeah. And let's be consistent. This philosophical point. If Americans eat dogs, I mean, no, I'm sorry. If Americans eat beef and pork, while Arabs, Indians, kosher Jews do not eat them, but Americans eat pork and beef, and so do I. Okay? Now, Americans do not eat dogs, but some, like 1% of Chinese and Koreans, they eat dogs. I don't know about Japanese. Okay? Then why judgmental? Why being judgmental? Yeah, like Jesus said, judge ye not, lest ye be judged. Mhm. It's kind of important point. Mhm. Okay. So if there are some Zoom bombers visiting me next Friday, we'll have a discussion. Okay, just don't swear. Or, yeah, you can joke about it, but do so in a tasteful fashion, respectful, be entertaining. Then you're welcome. Okay. Otherwise, I may have to teach you some lesson because obviously you're not educated in that department. No problem. I will educate you. You're welcome here. Okay. I got more energies from here. Okay, so let's take 5 minutes, please. Okay. Uh, Oh, okay. So, well, let's talk about music. Okay, let's start talking about dogs. Okay, I love dogs. Okay, Americans, they have a lot of dogs. They're beautiful. Yeah, that's important. Why? Dogs make people happy, right? Happiness prevents violence and crimes. So dogs, they are very much needed and appreciated. Okay, because it makes Americans happy. Happiness is so important. Okay, animal solution, pet solution. Okay, to the problem of violence. I do appreciate dog ownership. Okay, no, I'm not gonna eat dogs. Nothing to worry about there. Anyway, so another Euro dance group that I recall, and I listened to the music video last night, practicing some dancing. Okay, DJ Alice DJ. She's Dutch. I think she is descendant of some gypsies, Indian immigrants to Europe. Okay, yeah. But the way she dresses in that music video. So you think you're better off alone? You think you're better off alone? Talk to me. Da 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 da. Grammy, that's tune. Yeah, Euro dance, right? Yeah, it was good. Ah, yeah. Turn on the heat off because it's called chilly. Very low energy right now. But since I took some red wine, yeah, the dizziness is disappearing. Getting some sugar in my bloodstream. Yeah. What else? So Zoom bombers, they are uninvited guests in Zoom meetings, right? To ruin it all. Pranksters, right? In many states, it's illegal. I think it's federally illegal too. So legislators, yeah, they're doing good jobs. Okay. So my recommendation, don't do it. Okay, to the people. And if you are here, you're not gonna do it. You're my friends. Okay. And only good people are my friends. Okay. So I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about other people out there. Okay. Because I don't want them to go to jail. Okay. For what? Just to have some fun? There are legal way to have fun, some fun. Okay. If some people come to this Friday night live with Honky Lee Zoom meeting, Facebook live Zoom, uh, technically they will not be Zoom bombers. Why? Because everybody's invited, including former Zoom bombers. Everybody's invited. Okay. They will most welcome. Why? I want to be entertained. Okay. So but they should not display pornographic materials because this Friday Night Live is public event. Anybody can see it. Why? If they have Facebook account, then they can watch it live because they need to log in, right? But if they don't have Facebook account for whatever reason, uh, they can watch it because I upload it to YouTube after the episode is done. Okay, and YouTube, anybody can watch it. You don't have to have YouTube account to watch YouTube videos. Okay, so it's 100% public. So Uh, that's why pornographic material is not allowed because children can watch it too. Okay. And when it comes to obscenity, racial slurs or four-letter words, uh, I will have to mute them because again, it is inappropriate. I have to censor them. Huh? But if they want to come and make jokes about me being Asian, dog eater, well, former dog eater, because again, I'm not going to eat dogs anymore. Okay. When was the last time I ate dogs? When I was a teenager, that's like 25 years ago. Okay. If they want to make fun of that, let them, no problem. Just be tasteful, okay? Yeah. Yeah. What else? I did practice dancing, okay, last night after the episode, watching these music videos. Yeah. Typically, like I start drinking, right? Like Sunday and Saturday morning. Nowadays, I don't. Why? In the morning, I do carpentry. Like months ago, what I used to do in the morning was writing all these papers, right? Academic papers. But nowadays, I'm doing more like carpentry job, more of a brain work as opposed to brain. But actually, you use a lot of brain, like designing. It's like problem solving. It reminds me of there's this one mathematical or physical problem that I was inspired by this carpentry job. Okay, let's talk about it. Huh? Well, before erasing this, let me take a picture of this. Okay, so that's the design of the frame. Well, that's good. Woo! I turned the heater and I turn it off. It's warm. Okay. It's like engineering or material science, physics, mathematics. The problem is this, okay? Because I have this strap, right? Uh, and it has this webbing or the strap and nylon, I guess, cloth, okay? Synthetic cloth. And I put a hole in here with all the pick, right? And have some bolts and nuts, okay? And it's weight bearer, the shoulder strap, okay? And if it's pulling down, what's the pressure point? Okay, I have washer, right, to distribute the pressure and weight. But when it's that one's not that heavy, okay. My guess is about 20 pounds, okay, the whole thing. Maybe 20, 30 pounds, okay. It's not too heavy. And I decided to only do two, okay, because that was enough. All right, so I did wear it and it holds the weight. Okay, so when you pulled it down, how would it tear? What's the weakest point? Is it the side or is it on top when you pull this down? If this frame is very heavy, okay? Will it start to tear apart from here or from the side? That's a physics problem, mathematics, okay? So, okay. To generalize, let's say you have a square piece of paper, okay? And you punch a hole, you nail it right in the middle or anywhere in the square. Well, let's say this is circle, whatever, doesn't matter, okay? So, and you start to pull this, so you nail it to the wall, this piece of paper, and you start to pull it down, piece of paper. So should we start to break sideways, or should it would it start to break like vertically? That's a mathematical physical problem. Okay, so I was kind of wondering about that. What if this nailing point is up here? Would it start to break vertically, or when we pull this piece of paper down, would it start to break like kind of horizontally? Huh? What if there's this strip, right? And there's this nail here, like this big, okay? And you start to pull this down. Would it start to break here or there? What's the weakest point? Right? Let's say this texture of this paper has no directionality, okay? It's just uniform like tofu, right? Yeah. I was wondering about that, okay? Some mathematical modeling, right? Out of curiosity. It's not a knife, it's a nail, round nail, okay? How would it break apart this piece of paper when we start to pull it down? It's an engineering problem, okay? Physics, mathematics. So let's think about that. Yeah, like shear force in engineering, they kind of study that a little bit, like using some tensor analysis a little bit, okay? Uh, so yeah, let's think about this, okay? It's because it's been a while since we did any mathematics. Okay? Let's take 5 minutes, please. Yeah. It's a problem and we have a solution, and on top of that we have another solution to reinforce this. Okay, so once we understand what's the vulnerable point, then we can reinforce that part. Material science. Okay, we take 5 minutes, please. Yeah, dizziness is gone. Yeah, I got enough energy now from alcohol, sugar. So let's take a break from carpentry, okay? So last night I practiced some dancing, and one of the songs I danced to was Paul Simon's Graceland. And I came up with a brand new dance move. You wanna see it? I show you. I'm going to Graceland, Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to Graceland. Graceland. What's that? That's like inspired by Southern Baptist Christians. Like they dance very enthusiastically, passionately, and as if they are possessed by Holy Spirit. Okay, it's Holy Spirit dancing. Okay. Paul Simon, huge fan. He's like a genius, God sent musical genius, right? The percussion, the guitar, acoustic guitar, bass guitar, electric guitar is just amazing. Okay. Okay. So back to the main topic. Yeah, mathematical modeling is all about simplification, and we'll conduct an experiment with piece of paper and all. Okay. We'll observe how they tear apart. Okay. But for now, let's make some hypotheses, and we'll disprove or prove the hypothesis is correct or wrong. Okay. So piece of paper or any texture, it can be modeled as a grid. Okay. Now you have a nail here. If we start to pull this down, how would it tear apart? So if you pull this down, paper down, you have nail. Okay. Or you have nail and you move it up. Okay. So yeah, you start to break down here. This line. Okay. So this line will go up. It will like this, get stretched, and it will start to break. Okay. So horizontally, there is some tearing a little bit. Okay. And it will vertical tear too. Okay. So let's uh it's not an easy problem. Okay. So my guess is that you start to tear horizontally. Okay. So let's conduct experiment. Okay. I grab a piece of paper and pick all AWL. Okay. And we'll observe. Okay. And verify this hypothesis. My guess is that you tear apart vertically. That's my guess. Why? I mean, horizontally. Why? Uh, to be honest with you, I have no idea. Okay. We get some inspiration from the physical experiment. Okay. Okay. This is the hole. Okay. Yeah, it's carpentry tool. So we punch a hole. Okay. Now, let's start to pull it down. Okay. Huh? Huh? Oh, I was wrong. Okay. It's going vertically. Okay. Okay. I was wrong. Why is that? I don't know. Let's say I put this all in the water and then move. Okay, bird's eye view. Okay, move it up like this. Yeah, it will proceed vertically because it's water. Water will give way, right? Okay, let me put this back. It's kind of scary too. It is scary. Well, we are not criminals. We are carpenters. Okay, we need these tools. So, uh, I have no clue. Okay, why you move? Yeah, if I have tofu and stick a what? I'm not conduct another experiment. Let me re-grab that tool and paper. Okay. What if? Let me grab scissors and cut this. Okay, let's make a long strip. Okay. Because I want to observe. Uh, I want to come up with a scenario where the piece of paper start breaking horizontally. Okay. Okay. Let's try this. Okay. Yeah, it's still tearing vertically, right? Okay. What if I make this strip thinner, like real thin? Okay. Like this. Okay. Okay. If I pull this downward, okay. Yeah, then it does break horizontally. Okay. Well, depending on the angle, but I'm vertically pulling this. Okay. It does break horizontally. Right? Why is that? Okay, so this is not obvious to me. So vertical tear or horizontal tear, it depends on the width of this piece of paper. Okay, when it's very wide, vertical tearing, right? But when it's thin, it's horizontal tearing. Okay, why is that? And can we come up with mathematical equation for that or inequality? Mathematical equation or inequality? Okay, like larger than, less than. It has nothing to do with racism, nothing to do with discrimination. No, mathematical inequality. That's larger than, smaller than. Okay, so can we come with some mathematical formula for that? Using some variables, constants like the strength of this material, is it piece of paper or leather, or and how much weight, pulling force, and the width of this material, right? Yeah. So those will be the variables or constants. Okay. So in physics, there's no such thing as constant. Everything is variable. Okay. So relative. Okay. Yeah. Some things are more variable than constants. Some things are more constants than variable. But it's a matter of sliding scale degrees. It's whole spectrum. Uh, one end you have variable. The other end you have constants, right? And everything in between. Okay. Some concepts, items, entities are more like behave like more like variable, the others more like constants. Okay, so it's all matter of relativity between variability and constantly. Okay, it's been a long while since we did any mathematics or science, so now is our chance. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, all right, good experiment. Let's take 5 minutes for this, okay? So, did you like the dancing, Holy Spirit dancing? Kind of brand new. Uh, I'm not making fun of Christians. Hey, I'm a Christian myself, but it's like trance, religious, Holy Spirit possession kind of. I'm not making fun of them. I'm inspired by them. Okay, that's all. Uh, yeah, Christianity is great. Okay, Southern Baptist style. I'm a huge fan. Okay, I used to be one. Okay, I mean, of course, when I was in South Korea as a teenager, I joined those youth group Friday nights when I was a teenager because I needed that enthusiastic kind of singing and dancing, kind of Southern Baptist style. That's great, great. Yeah. So it's inspired by that trance, religious trance. Okay, that's all. Uh, so I practice some dancing. So if I'm sober enough to go to a bar next weekend, okay, and then I'll in karaoke bar I sing and dance, Holy Spirit dance. Okay, so yeah, my dancing style is very much Christianistic, Christian inspired by Christian practice. Okay, like prophet dancing, like oh, prophet dancing, and now brand new audition, yeah, Holy Spirit dancing. Okay, yeah, Graceland, Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, is kind of Southern Baptism. Okay, so uh, why do I sing you that song? Okay, this I sleep on it because I don't have the answer. Okay, yeah, what we observe from that simple physics experiment is that the directionality of tearing of this piece of paper depends on the width. Width. If strip is very narrow, yeah, horizontal breaking, tearing. Okay, when width is long, then vertical tearing. So there should be a threshold. When threshold of the width, what's the maximum width that guarantees horizontal tearing? So there be our next project. We'll try to come with some mathematical formula for it. Okay. What's the maximum width that guarantees horizontal tearing? Okay. Below that maximum width of this paper strip, it will be always horizontal tearing. And beyond the maximum width of this paper strip, it will be always vertical tearing. Okay, so yeah, it's engineering problem. Okay, yeah, very interesting. Huh? We're not going to do tensor. I don't think you need tensor. It was just Newtonian, Galilean, plain vanilla physics, classical physics. Okay, yeah. Two forces. Okay, the force that we are pulling this strip, you have nail. Okay, the force that we're pulling this, the weight, right? Pulling down force, and the force of the paper, adhesive force that resists the tearing. Okay, yeah, and the width of this paper strip. The texture that's resistance force, it depends on material. Is it leather, piece of paper, or cloth? Okay. Uh, I don't think it matters. Okay. The tearing point is the pulling down force. Pulling force is bigger than a textile force. It's just relative. Okay. So then you will start to tear down this cloth texture. Okay. It's plain or thin material. Okay. So like piece of paper. Okay. Or cloth, leather, whatever. Okay? I sleep on it. I don't have the answer formula for it. Okay, I just don't. I have to think about it. Okay, so well, we can think of a texture like this. Okay, so this is nail, right? Texture, yeah. I mean, this simplification. Okay, but they're like this. Okay, like some kind of web, spider web, kind of. Okay, that's the texture. Okay, so this simplification. Okay, in real world, it kind of looks like this. Okay, paper, tofu. Oh, yeah. Scientific. We're doing mathematics. Yes, physics. We might need some calculus though. Okay, it's very continuous medium. Okay, the angle of this wires, fibers. Okay, continuous. We may need some calculus. Okay. I'm not sure how to approach this problem, but we have good problem to work on, right? Well, that's great. Why does it break horizontally? I don't know of any physicist or mathematician who studied this. Okay, I guess traditional physicists and mathematicians, I guess, they didn't quite do work on carpentry. Okay, well, to me, carpentry is new too. Okay, it's kind of brand new hobby, newly discovered hobby. So why am I doing carpentry? Politics to make this campaign sign frame. Okay, so politics help development of science. If you can believe that, huh? Yeah, interesting, huh? It's good that I'm poor, man. If I had a lot of money, I would have somebody else do this for me by paying them, okay? But I'm poor, man, so they say what? Necessity is mother of invention, right? Well, poverty is mother of invention too. Why? Because I have to do this myself, and as opposed to paying somebody to do it for me. I got no money, okay? It's good that I'm poor, right? And yeah. Why does it tail horizontally when this paper strip is very narrow? I mean, you can tail to the left or right, depending on the angle, because there's no exact right angle in real world. It's all theoretical, okay? Yeah, if it's slightly left angle, slightly right angle, okay? But there's no perfect orthogonal upright angle. That's only theoretical, okay? So, like in testimony, so we slightly left and right, okay? So, if it's theoretically perfect upright angle, then the tearing will happen at the same time simultaneously, both and right, left and right. Okay, but it will be still horizontal tearing. And why is that? Why horizontal tearing? Okay, I don't know yet. So you have this knob, right? Bump, right? Like Gaussian curve, right? Normal distribution, bell curve. Agnes's hat. Okay. I guess that's the starting point of this thinking. Okay. So let's think about string. All right, spider web. Okay, very thin spider web, very vulnerable, fragile. Okay, it's a little bit stretchable. You can stretch it a little bit like rubber band, right? But when push comes to shove, okay, you will start to tear apart. Okay, breaking point, like right here. Okay. Does it help? I think so. But we want to mathematically model this. A single strand of spider web, a spider strand, fiber, okay. And you have a nail, and nail is moving up, okay. Then in this animation movie, okay. Yeah, this spider web fiber, it will stretch like a rubber band, right? Gaussian curve, okay. And next frame in this movie, it will break. There is a breaking point. Like You break right here, horizontally next to this guy, this nail. All right. Yeah. Or you can break, right side to whatever. Yeah. To be fair, we are not talking about politics, but you know what? Let's be politically correct for once, okay? In our lives, it could be right or left that breaks, okay? And we can make some analogy in politics as well. Okay, physics, metaphysics, politics, metaphysics, they're all related. Okay, so same principle. Okay, so when I was a teenager, I wanted to learn about carpentry, mechanics, just physical stuff, because in Chinese, Korean, Japanese tradition, there's this four-letter maxim, 경물치지. Okay, you study the objects to reach the metaphysical knowledge. Okay, so yeah, when I was a teenager, yeah, I wanted to learn everything, not just mathematics and physics, but also carpentry, mechanics, bolts and nuts. Okay, yeah, because I believe there's unifying principle that's applicable both to physics and metaphysics. Right? Back in the days when I was a teenager in Seoul, South Korea. Okay, yeah, I was very into philosophy and metaphysics when I was a teenager. Okay, so yeah, yeah, this this can be applicable to politics too. But originally, yeah, it's a political campaign sign. Now it inspired us to solve some problems in mathematics and physics. And after we figure this out, it may be applicable back to politics. Welcome to humanology, okay? Anything goes. Anything good, okay? Anything moral, ethical, good knowledge, legal, okay? Yeah, anything goes. Anything good, okay? Nothing bad. We are positive, optimistic. Okay? Yeah, we are sons and daughters of light. Good knowledge. Okay? Let's take 5 minutes, please. Yeah, we kind of have some answer here, okay? Yeah, horizontal break, horizontal tearing. Yeah, okay. We're making progress here. Okay, good. Next question. If this paper strip is very wide, why does it break vertically, not horizontally? There we have a next step, one step at a time, okay? So we just, at this level, basic level, we think conceptually. Later on, we think about this quantitatively. Now, qualitative discussion, okay? Just conceptual level, okay? Big picture of things. After we master that, we'll drill down to more quantitative stuff like equation or inequality form, some mathematical formula. Okay. Okay. Interesting problem, right? We'll take 5 minutes, please. Let's take a break from mathematics. Let's take a break from mathematics. Yeah, Holy Spirit dancing or trance dance, right? Inspired by Southern Baptist style passionate Sunday service, right? Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Yeah. So back in the days, Old Testament, like Book of Samuel, okay. First king of Israel, King Saul, okay. He became a so he was like dancing with prophets. Okay, so some Israelites, Jews, they joked about him. Okay, did have King Saul became a prophet already when they saw him dancing? Religious trance. Okay, they joked about him. Okay, did King Saul became a prophet already, or did he become a prophet too? Okay, some jokes about that. Okay, it's in Bible, Book of Samuel. I read Bible 3 times. Huge fan. Okay, I know it inside and out. Okay, so I know some obscure parts of Bible that not many people know about. Mm. Okay, yeah, I sleep on it. Okay, yeah. If the strip is wider, you start to tear up vertically, not horizontally. Why is that? If it's wider, then there's more vertical elements. Okay, so more vertical elements strengthening horizontality. It's kind of philosophical, right? That's why when it's wider horizontally, the a lot of vertical components are strengthening horizontality. So that's why, in a sense, a lot of verticals is weakening vertical components. A lot of verticals are weakening horizontal, I strengthening a lot of verticals as if just paper strip get wider and wider. A lot of verticals are strengthening horizontality. That's why it stops tearing apart horizontally. A lot of verticality is actually weakening the verticality, and the wider paper strips start to tear apart vertically. Paradoxical, ironical, right? Very philosophical. Okay. So, metaphysically, political analogy, ideological analogy, okay? If there are too many conservatives, actually, it will start to weaken conservatism. If there are too many Democrats, liberalists, uh, it will start to push back, backfire. Too many Democrats, too many liberalists, it will start to weaken their cause. It will backfire, push back. So there's some analogy there between physics and metaphysics. Okay, how interesting. I mean, in this piece of paper, vertical versus horizontal, you can just rotate 90 degrees. Okay, it's all the same. Okay, so how interesting, right? Yeah. Welcome to humanology. Okay, anything goes. Okay. Yeah, I'm a shenanigan candidate. Okay. I mean, I criticize Mrs. Commissioner as being robotic, programmed puppet, party puppet, like Manchurian candidate. But if she's Manchurian candidate, robot, party puppet, so obedient, well, guess what? I'm shenanigan candidate. Okay, I'm a lot worse. Look at me. I'm drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, but I get the job done. We talk about physics, mathematics, and philosophy, metaphysics. Okay? Yeah, I may look bad. I know because I drink and smoke cigarettes, so I may not get any votes. But I did last year. 110 people. My friends, they've 110 people voted for me. How about next year? How many people will vote for me? I have no clue. Okay. But I'm not going to hide the fact that I smoke cigarettes and I drink alcohol. Okay. If we make this paper strip wider, we can only do so by adding more vertical elements, more columns. More vertical components, it increases the horizontality. Hmm? Now, flip side of this, okay? Let's say this is long paper strip, okay? And you have nail right here. And start to pull down this paper strip, okay? Vertically. Then tear will happen right here, vertically. Hmm? Yeah. It's all relative, verticality, horizontality, okay? Yeah, it's all relative concept, but okay, so it's an interesting problem, right? Caring problem. Okay. No clue. Oh. But it's interesting observation. Yeah, this stretching of this wire fiber, it kind of have this Gaussian bell curve. Interesting, right? Yeah. Kind of normal distribution. All right. Agnes's hat. Agnes's bell. All right. Yeah. Or Agnes's Miss Agnes's hairstyle. Okay, hairdo. Kind of bonnet, long rimmed hat. Okay, yeah, whatever. I have no idea. I sleep on it, okay, and we'll continue this maybe tomorrow. Maybe this evening, okay? Let me take a picture of this and forget about it, okay? We made a lot of progress here, okay? So let's take a picture of this and then get this whiteboard behind us, alright? So okay. Do you like this asymmetry? Asymmetry, like exposing my what left shoulder, like woo, woo. Let's take 5 minutes break, okay? If I totally go crazy, okay? I'm just kidding. Asymmetry, right? Yeah. Oh, just kidding. We take 5 minutes break, okay? Before I totally go crazy. All right, boy. Ah. All right. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep working on this mathematical problem later, right? We did enough mathematics for Sunday afternoon. Hello. Let me get my water, please. Yeah. We had enough fun with that stuff, so let me put it, flip that so that I don't have to look at it. I don't even want to think about it, okay? So, yeah. Okay. Whew. Hard working, right? Yeah. Alright. So that's over now for now, right? If we continue solving that mathematical problem later on, okay? So, no, I don't want to see it. No. Well, I used to be an actor, okay? So, yeah. So, what were we talking about just before this break? I don't remember. Whatever, okay. Yeah, let me stop this. Let me go take a break before I go totally crazy. What were we talking about? Why would I go crazy about what? What were we talking about? Other than that, physics, mathematics. I guess I was telling some jokes. So, I have no idea what I was talking about, okay? I'm sorry. Trying to trace back the lost memory lane. I lost track of my thought. So a technique, memory technique. Okay, so let's trace way back further. Okay, so we are talking about physics problem. Okay, wire, haywire, spider web, fiber, right? And you try to you have nail and go up, and it becomes like Gaussian curve, right? Bell curve, and but we did talk about something else though. I said, yeah, let me stop right here before I go totally crazy, right? So what were we talking about? What would make me crazy? Some joke. What was that joke about? What was the subject matter of that joke? I don't recall. I don't remember. Oh yeah, yeah. Asymmetry, right? Yeah. Totally unrelated. I was like, woo! Asymmetry, okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was wearing this sweater like this. Woo! Asymmetry, okay, yeah. Okay, now I remember, okay. Yeah, so memory tracing back technique, okay, it works, right? Yeah, it does. Okay. Asymmetry, right? It's like fashion, right? Yeah, it's kind of asymmetry like this, okay. You are disgusting. Do you know that? We don't want to see your shoulder. Huh? You're perverse. Huh? What's that about? Well, what I'm saying is, if I wear this sweater, okay, yeah, maybe it's fashionable to be more asymmetric, like this. Uh, yeah, left side, right side. Okay, some asymmetry like this, right? There's some dancing style, like using the shoulder like this. All right. I did some of it. Yeah, I was watching Janet Jackson, what Together Again music video, and I copy and paste the YouTube link either in Facebook or Twitter. Okay, so that's what I do. I don't need this. So yeah, asymmetry is fashionable. Okay, so people being Democrats or Republicans, maybe it's fashionable. Kind of asymmetry. Okay, polarized. Yeah. So today Sunday, two nights ago, Friday, the first episode of this Friday Night Live with Honky Lee. Okay. Yeah, express this view about First Amendment right. Okay, when you express a view, you're pro or anti. If you do not express a view about LGBT, tattoo piercing, sugar fetishism, or whatever, marijuanaism, if you do not express your view about that, if you are, then you are basically keeping it to yourself. You give impression to other people that you're neutral about it. Are you pro-Trump, anti-Trump, pro-Obama, anti-Obama, pro-Biden, anti-Biden? If you keep silence, it's like zero. You're neither minus or plus. You're zero. Neither left nor right. Okay. But if you express your opinion, you're anti-Trump, pro-Trump, anti-LGBT, pro-LGBT. Okay, then you are starting to polarize people about you. Some people will like you because you are pro-Trump. Some people will start to hate you because you're pro-Trump. If you're anti-Trump, same thing. Okay, some people will love you, start to love you because you are anti-Trump. Some people will start to hate you because you are anti-Trump. It's a dualism there. Okay, plus minus minus plus. Okay, yeah, it's very philosophical and also political point polarization of people. Okay, so if there is risk in exercising constitutional right or free speech, mhm, there is risk. Because you are polarizing people. Let's say I declare to the world that I'm anti-LGBT. I'm not against people who are LGBT ideology subscribers, okay? But that ideology I oppose. Okay? And now I'm polarizing people when it comes to me. Some people will love me because I'm anti-LGBT, because they are anti-LGBT too. Some people will hate me because they are pro-LGBT and they discover that I'm anti-LGBT. Okay, so I'm polarizing people left and right in this LGBT issue just because I expressed that my opinion that LGBT ideology is bad. So I gain some and lose some. Okay, so yeah, that's why some politicians they just go along the majoritarian view because they want to get elected or re-elected. Okay, I'm not like that. Okay, I love politics. Okay, I do my politicians, but I do things my own way. I express my opinions honestly. Okay? Because I don't care about result of election. Why? I have a job. I have a house. All my college tuitions, law school tuition is all paid off. Okay. I just pay my mortgage, car loan, that's it. Okay. And I have a job. Okay. So no problem there. Huh? So I express my view. Okay. This is not then necessary that I get elected. Yeah. So I express my view, honestly. Yeah. But some other politicians, candidates, they don't do that, okay? They just go along the mainstream, okay? When it's controversial topic like 50-50, they don't talk about it, okay? And Mrs. Commissioner, she's just one of those traditional, stereotypical politician. Yeah, right. Boring, right? Yeah. Yeah. So two stereotypical politician candidate. Politician wanna be Mrs. Commissioner, okay? But she's new in politics, okay? So I think she's even more stereotypical than traditional politicians, okay? She's kind of newbie, okay? So she bring two stereotypical, even more so than established politicians, okay? She's new, totally. She's new in politics than I am, okay? Because I ran before. She never ran for public office before. Okay, it's her first time. Okay, and to me, it's my second time. Last year I ran for Alaska State Senate. Okay, though I lost, I learned a lot about politics. Okay, yeah. My another criticism about her or some other candidates like Dr. Aguiros or Mrs. Commissioner. I mean, if you want to run for politics, okay, why don't you start for, from something local, something small, okay? That's kind of arrogant, okay? But they think they are so big, they can skip the steps, go right after U.S. Senate seat, Dr. Aguilos or Mrs. Commissioner, right? So they lost. Mrs. Commissioner, she may win next year. I don't know, okay? I have no idea whether she's going to win or not, okay? But the direction of her campaign is going, it does not look that good, okay? Because she's modeling her campaign after failed campaign methodology of 2020 with the former President Trump. So if she go down that track, okay, modeling her campaign after former President Trump 2020 re-election campaign, which failed miserably, okay? And my guess is that she will fail just like he did fail. All right, that will be my guess. Okay. How about me? I failed too last year, 2020. Am I doing something differently? Yeah, yeah. Zoom meeting, Facebook Live, okay, to reach out to more people. But am I repeating myself? Modeling my U.S. Senate campaign, modeling it after my own failed election, Alaska State Senate campaign last year. So will I fail again just like I failed last year before? Am I modeling my 2022 US Senate election campaign? Am I modeling after a failed campaign last year, my own campaign, 2020 Alaska State campaign? Well, actually, I'm doing things differently this year. Okay. How am I doing differently? I'm doing less. Some people say less is more, right? Yeah, I'm doing less. Okay. It's paradoxical, ironic, self-contradictory wisdom. Yeah, less is more. Okay. I'm kind of using Zoom technology. Okay, yeah, Zoom meeting, Facebook Live. Okay, Friday Night Live with Hunt Kelly. Okay, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, yeah. Let's take 5 minutes, please. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Last year I lost the election. I'm very grateful to 110 friends of mine who voted for me. Okay, and then this year, yeah, I'm doing it differently. Okay, yeah. I'm campaigning actually less. Because some people say more is less, less is more. Okay, yeah, I'm doing less this year, and at the same time taking some different methodology like Zoom meeting, Facebook Live. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Okay, yeah, because I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, next year primary, all right, jungle primary, open primary. Okay, very interesting concept. Okay, I kind of grew fond of that concept. Okay, so okay, we'll take 5 minutes, please. Okay, and I start cooking my lunch. All right, so okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's wrap this up real soon because I'm cooking my lunch. I haven't eaten anything today. I worked hard in this carpentry project and so, mathematical modeling, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry. Okay, so we'll wrap this up real soon. Okay, so let's talk about biology. Okay. Uh, Poisonous snakes, venom. Okay, but it's protein-based neurotoxins. Okay, protein multi-peptide, multi-peptide long amino acid chain. It get folded into the three-dimensional conformation. I studied computational biology, okay, so I learned about it. Okay. Uh, every time it folds in the, I mean, 99% of the time, folds in three-dimensionally in plants, animals, they make proteins, okay? DNA, transcription, okay? Making these amino acids, yeah. Codon, right? Yeah, ATGC, okay, DNA. They prescribe this protein alphabet soup, okay, so adenine or cytosine, whatever, okay. And they fall into three-dimensional shape. 99% of the time, depending on temperature, acidity, or plant or animal body, okay, so yeah, homeostasis, okay, is so important when it comes to temperature and acidity in plant or animal, any organism's body. Okay, so they synthesize protein, right? From elements, nitrogen, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, I don't know, okay. But if you boil this neurotoxin, protein-based toxins, poisons, it gets rendered harmless because when you cook protein, some three-dimensional protein folding changes, okay? So if you boil snake venom or this, what's that, 전갈 in Korean word, scorpion in English, okay? Yeah, some people in the world, maybe in Philippines or Africa, they fry scorpions. They do not take out that scorpion tail end. They fry it hot temperature and they eat it. Because yeah, protein folding is rendered harmless. Okay. I'm not suggesting this. Okay. Don't eat protein venoms, snake venoms. It can still be bad. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, please don't do it. Okay. But traditionally, okay, if they boil snake, some people eat snake after boiling or cooking. Okay. And some people don't take out the venom because they know by experience. Okay. Ancestral knowledge. Okay, you fully cook snake or scorpion in hot water or hot fire or hot oil. They fry it, then it become edible. How about snake? This fang after they fry it, yeah, it becomes trouble, right? Yeah. So heating works. Okay, not always though. How about heavy metal in fish? Mercury, whatever heavy metal. Okay, even after you cook it, or iodine, because metals, they are not molecules, they are atoms. Iodine or heavy metal like mercury, even if you cook it, fully cook it, it's not gonna go away. So boiling does not always work to render this animal or plant harmless. Okay, boiling does not always work. Okay. How about tanning? All right. Tanning is good for tanning some leather. Okay, but it's poisonous. Okay, so uh, boiling you have to change the water. It's spring season. Okay, so in Alaska we have edible fiddlehead, the ferns. Okay, you have to change the boil it and change the water a couple of times. Okay, tannin, I guess it does not go away by boiling. Okay, so you have changed the water a couple of times. Okay. Anyways, so last night I ate some fake abalone. What's abalone? It's in Korean word it's called jeonbok. It's delicacy, seafood. Okay, so mollusk with this shell, right? Kind of shellfish is very expensive. And jeonbok, that's Korean word for English word abalone. Okay, they farm them. But they taste great. Okay, a couple of weeks ago I went to Walmart and I bought this can of fake abalone. Okay, okay, then what is it? This is giant squid meat. Oh, that's even better. Real abalone I had enough in when I was South Korea back in the days, but giant squid I never had that. So fake abalone, that's giant squid, even better. Okay, and it was very good. Okay, yeah. Sometimes fake stuff even better than the original. Okay, so yeah, yeah. Education is imitation, right? It's about role modeling. We learn from our teachers by imitating them solving these mathematical problems or the way they pronounce these foreign language words, vocabulary, okay? Imitation, emulation, education is all same thing. Okay. Okay. So after this episode, I'm gonna watch some music videos and maybe learn practice some more dancing. Okay. You know Simi dance, the trance dance, religious trance, Southern Baptist style, Holy Spirit dancing. Yeah, I'll show you. Okay. But I want to learn about this song, okay, lyrics. Paul Simon, Graceland. The Mississippi Delta was shining like a national guitar. I'm following the river, Paul Simon, okay, Graceland. Down the highway, through the cradle of Civil War. I'm going to Graceland, Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to Graceland. The poor boys and pilgrims, families, we are going to Graceland. My traveling companion is 9 years old. He's a child of my first marriage. But I have reason to believe we both will be received in Graceland. Okay, that's that. Okay, so yeah, I mean, maybe in the future, okay, if I'm sober enough to drive some Friday or Saturday, I get to go to karaoke bar and I sing this song and dance this Holy Spirit dancing, trance dance. Okay, it's in my to-do list. Okay. Okay, happy Mother's Day. God bless you. Thank you for all the mothers out there. We owe our lives to mothers. Okay. We admire our mothers. God bless them. Okay. We appreciate them. Their service. Yeah. God bless you, all the mothers out there. Okay. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you. Bye.